Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the past, present and future. And no, Libra, please, that with the present and the future, that is up to you to create that however you see fit. Just because the cards are here doesn't mean that's set in stone, but they're just merely a guide to help you navigate your way through that energy, okay? And also, if things don't resonate for you, Libra, that's okay. Just take what does and leave the rest for those who it's for. And please click all the buttons that need to be clicked to help the channel grow, please, Libra, so that whoever the messages are for, that will help find them. Okay, Libra, so starting with the future here, we have the Ten of Wands, the Devil, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. And what I feel like with this is that someone walked away from something toxic here. And you want to come to me, darling, come here. And yeah, I feel like with this Knight of Cup, like they listened to their heart, right? And they left a situation. And this may have been a situation with other people or a situation with toxic behaviors that you were displaying, right, with that Devil card there. So you may have decided to change certain habits that were no longer serving you or were holding you back or whatever. And it doesn't have to be extreme. You know, it could be, you know, be it any addictions to substances, anything along those lines. It could be, say, gambling or overspending of some sort, or it could be overthinking or gossiping or something like that, right? But anyhow, there's definitely the start of something new here that is happening with these in the present cards, right? Which I really love. Coming away from this energy here and into this. This is awesome. And this may have been over drinking or celebrating, going out, things like that, that you may have chosen to move away from too. And it may be that someone had to move actual locations to get away from that because it was the temptation was always in their face and it was difficult for them to be able to break away from that. So yeah, but yeah, with the present, like I say, there's something new here. You may have a choice to make, Libra, as to what that is going to be, that new thing, right? Because with the Ace of Wands here, it's sort of like holding this paintbrush. And it's going, how do I want to use this to create? You know, and the Two of Swords is that decision, making that decision. And that is not known. It's kind of like, I find it really interesting that the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, and then the Three of Pentacles, and we're kind of progressing through from the Ace to the Two to the Three. Reminds me of a song, but anyway, I don't know the words of the song to be able to relay that. Two to the three to the four. Everybody something like that on the dance floor. Anyway, I don't know why that came in. That might be relevant for someone. Oh, I wish I knew the song now. Anyway, distractions. Let's come back on task. Wands, swords, and pentacles. Interesting, we don't have cups here. We do have it over here, but we're moving away from that, right? So this is kind of, I feel like, focusing on other things. Focusing on the things, and I see. So it could have been that whatever was going on here was used to suppress emotions or deviate from emotions that you didn't want to feel. And with the present moment, this may actually be exploring different things, which is going to help to deal with those emotions, because this is more in a healthy way, right? But yeah, there's going to be some sort of collaboration with somebody here, and there may be someone with the Queen of Swords that you'll be able to bring in who will help see things quite clearly. Yeah, I'm getting quite a bit from this actually. It could also be for some of you that you might be talking to a number of people to get their advice or input on what direction you're going in, or the direction that you might be considering taking at the very least, right? And this may even be getting some constructive feedback or finding people to help you. For example, like if you have an idea for an invention, right, you may be sourcing companies who can help you develop that product. I get a feeling though, Libra, that you might be afraid that they'll reject your idea, but I don't feel like they will. I think that this could be, so that's what the emotions are, right? That's why the Three of Cups aren't here, because there's that you don't want to kind of move forward with it because of this fear. I see. That makes so much sense. And maybe it's the fear here that has held you back before, and it's been debilitating. And it's kind of like you've done everything but the actual thing you've wanted to do because of the fear. It's crippling you. And it's kind of like, I'm just seeing someone trying to step over it's like a line, right? It's a line in the sand, but there's a trip wire and they keep tripping over, and it's the fear that is tripping them up. Interesting. So yeah, what else am I getting here? There will be, the thing is, Libra, that there will be things that you need to learn, and you may find this difficult at times, but be assured that that's actually only temporary, okay? Yeah, because I'm looking at the future cards here with the Five of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Temperance, and the King of Swords. And that's going to be more of an internal battle, I feel, with that. And again, this fear coming up of, I can't do it, or I'm going to appear like I don't know what I'm doing, or someone's going to think that what I want to do is stupid, right? But when you actually go and do that behind closed doors, you're inspired and you're motivated, and you know in your heart of hearts that it's a great idea. It's then, this overthinking in a sense about it is what is holding you back in that regard. So yeah, I want to say that just don't let that put you off. You may also need to travel for some reason to source supplies or meet suppliers or the like. And I think you'll be able to see the need for that. I feel like you might be reluctant to step out of your comfort zone though, or whatever thoughts have held you back in the past. This could be what that devil is about here again, right? Of which I've kind of already alluded to, but yeah, it keeps coming back to that. So I feel like that could be it. And then that's the thing, like the devil isn't necessarily the extreme of the extremities. It can be those things of that inhibited thinking that blocks you. But there are some things that you'll need to cut out, which might be difficult. However, I see that you will be able to achieve what you set out to do if you choose to do so. right? So I think it's getting this balance here, Libra, and that will be successful for you. Yeah, very interesting energy, Libra. Let's have a look though at the Nature's Whispers cards and see what additional messages are here for you. Okay, let's have a look, Libra. One card for Libra, please. Libra, one card. Oh, there it is. Contemplation. Contemplation of the nation. Okay, 29. Okay, enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to recognize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. I like that, and I think that it's sort of in line with what came up earlier about going with what it is that inspires you, right? I think that's so important, Libra, and also to allow that dream to come to fruition, sit in the energy of it rather than in the fear of what the mind tries to dominate with, right? What this tries to come in with. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I really like that card, and it reminds me of the Strength card as well with the lion there, but you see the transformation happening with this butterfly, and this is transformation of thoughts because it's on her head, right? And I absolutely adore that. And this is about what can I cultivate here? What is it that I can actually create? And there's a whole range of possibilities waiting for you, Libra. It's just a matter of actually stepping into it, hey? So yeah, awesome. I really love that. Okay, Libra, I am going to leave that with you. Take care of your beautiful self. See you. Bye-bye.